Buddy Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Shounen no Abyss, aka Boys Abyss chapter 131. So before I get into this recap and live reaction, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, if you love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below. So, last chapter was really powerful because obviously we went to where Gen dumped Reiji's mama's body in the river, and Gen just poured his heart out, and when he did that, the weight that he had been carrying had obviously been lifted, and he felt free. He did. He felt free of the burdens that he'd been carrying for so many years now. And by the time he went to go turn himself in to the cops, you saw this happy little boy that Reiji once knew. And that right there basically said that, nah, Gen wasn't trans. He was just basically groomed and taken advantage of. Let's be frickin' real. But anyways, let's get to this chapter, see what's in store for us this week. In the river that carried his mother away, the silence of a town with nothing. And this chapter is titled Nothing. Is that his mama? Ooh, no, that's not mama. No way. Nah, he just seeing things, Reiji just seeing things. I understand that. I do. I've had those moments too. It's very freaky. It is. Oh God, it is. There's the knife on the bed. The knife that, you know, almost stabbed Reiji. And got the cuts on his fingers, poor Reiji. I know, Reiji. Nothing, yeah. Where's Yuko crying? Mom? So Grandpa died. Grandpa. Ray, honey? Oh. Mom, are you sad Grandpa died? Your grandpa did a lot of terrible things to Mommy. When I was just about your age, he started yelling at me and hitting me. I've had painful memories for so long. And when those memories of what Grandpa did to me come up, I get so hurt and sad and upset that I can't stop the tears. I'm sorry, Mom. Ray, are you sharing my sadness? Yeah? Well, if you understand my sadness so well, then you'll suffer with me forever, right? Ooh, and then there's young Yuko here. Can you do that? You can't, can you? Because you've never been beaten and screamed at. You don't have any painful memories. You don't understand my pain and suffering at all. Oh, woman, I understand. I understand. That's fucked up to say to a kid, though. It really is. But I understand where she's coming from. I do. Because when people, you know, are supposedly crying for you and shit like that, when, you know, you tell them all the fuckery you've been through, especially when they've never experienced that kind of pain before, it's just, it feels extremely, in a way, it feels extremely patronizing. That's how Yuko is kind of perceiving it, and I can understand how she would, you know, feel patronized by that. But that's your kid. Like, come on, that's fucked up. And yes, I see the flowers blooming there, too. I noticed the symbolism. Do you love me, Ray? Yeah? Then never forget that I'm always in pain, that I'm always sad. And then see, you'll be sad and in pain too. Oh, God. Share it with me. Ooh, look at that. There's multiple generations of the. Dude, Rio, this is so fucking powerful. This page here, this is page 16. Look at this. Because this is generational abuse that's happening here. This has been going on for like, including Yuko, 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5, 6 generations. This is a cycle of abuse, a generational cycle of abuse that has been happening. And God, how this is depicted, I'm trying not to cry because, God, this is such a powerful image. Oh my God. Like, this is so goddamn powerful because you see, like, the farther back it goes, like, the greater the abuse, it feels like it's like the greater and the abuse is and the more powerful the abuse is, like it's just, oh my God, you know what I mean, like the tighter the grip of, you know, the generational abuse is, it's so fucking powerful. Rio, I'm gonna miss this manga because, you know, this manga is coming to an end soon, but God, this black background on top of that, you know, with the darkness to boot, oh God. And then, hell, even the panel before it, where on page 15, when Yuko is saying, and then see, you'll be sad and in pain too, and you see Yuko beat up, and you see the black, it's black, and you see like the petals, and the what, you know, the start of the gradation and the white fading to this page here with you, the abused Yuko holding on to Reiji. This is just, oh my God, this is everything. Why, Rio, are you doing this to me? And then you see Reiji looking back at this. If you share it, then it won't be mine anymore. Woo! If you know what she's talking about, right? She's talking about the, you know, passing on the abuse, the pain and the suffering from the previous generation's abuse. She's passing it on to Reiji. This is just so fucking powerful. And then there's the spiral from that to boot. But even now that mom's dead, I still feel nothing. I suck. Oh, not a thing. Oh, man. But actually, this can mean a couple of things. But Reiji, looking back at it and having this turn into like a black pit of nothingness, could also mean that he's refusing to feel that pain and it's turning into a black pit of nothingness. Because that is like a lot of emotional pain, generational emotional pain, and it's going down into that darkness. But man, wow. Wow. But remember, Yuko had this mask on too. She was feeling nothing for a long ass time, so. But notice he is crying though. Reiji, in regards to this, everyone does grieve differently. And there will be a moment when Yuko's death like really hits him, and he is crying, mind you. But I think what will happen is it will probably happen when he's with Nagi. That's when it will real. I feel like that's gonna be when it really hits him. I really do. Because then, because Gen is foreshadowing that, okay? What happened with Gen really foreshadows this. Because with Gen, remember, he was holding everything in, and all the shit that he was carrying to himself. And it kept building and building and building, and it was all this weight he was carrying on his shoulders. That's what's going on with Reiji to an extent as well. And I feel like once he reunites with Nagi and is able to lift that burden that he's carrying right now, and he's able to let go, that will be when he'll be able to feel. I feel like that's going to be the case. And when that, because that's when, for Reiji, that's when it will feel like it's over. That this whole fuckery is over, is when he is reunited with Nagi. That's what it feels like to me. And that's why I said Gen foreshadows that to me. Because Nagi, remember, as Mori even said it, Nagi is Reiji's light. She is his guardian angel, and he realized that. And once he reunites with her, then he'll be able to feel. Then he will be able to get out of that pit of nothingness that he's in, that abyss of nothingness. But man, that generation, dude, that generational cycle of abuse. Wow, how that was depicted was just so powerful, and shows you like how psychologically how that can really impact somebody. Oh my god, that was wow. And I feel like Reiji is going to be the one that ends the cycle. I don't know if it's maybe it's just me that subconsciously that's what Yuko wanted to do, is to make it to where Reiji would be the one to end the cycle. Or that was the whole thing in general for her, and that's why she had Gen do all this shit, that Reiji would be the one to end the generational cycle of abuse. But let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Shounen No Abyss content. A few ways you can do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off our Amazon wishlist, all that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network, that's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye.